Every great design begins with an even better story. Prosper Byamungu, a team leader at Brownstridge Design Build company, has been the brain behind unique known designs both in and out of town. One of the spaces created by Brownstridge Design Build company is Motive Uganda, a tribe of talented makers who provide space in which makers have access to high-quality, innovative machinery and training.
There's a whole industry of creatives that are not technology-based, let's say. People who are carpenters, builders, welders, artists, carvers, girls who just do content in general, but then intersects with it directly. So Motive just seems like the next, logical step to take in order for us to carry on the legacy of these guys who needed space that didn't have it, and who needed to create a community that they would then be able to talk to each other, learn from each other, teach each other new things, and also just discover themselves. Some people just don't know who they are until they're in a group of other people who do the same thing or something similar.
Brownstridge takes sustainable materials, for example, pallet wood, and repurposing shipping containers.
We chose containers particularly because they're part of the story. Ideally, if you're talking about storage as warehouses, containers are the biggest example of storage units, especially for moving large amounts of goods across borders, across oceans. So it just made sense for us to use containers. Also, because they are pods, they're easy to lift into a space and then move out at any one point if you never need to change the use of the space. You can stack 100, 200 containers on top of each other without a problem. We saw that they had a structural element. We chose to use them particularly because then you can load them very easily by creating mezzanines over them. So it means if you have a container below, then you can have space above to use.
The space is functional from a co-working space to a purely event space that has attracted creatives from all walks of life, like Sasha Vybz, a video director, who found the space visually intriguing.
I have a location manager. We were trying to get like places to shoot at, and then I remember when he told me about this place that had artistic impressions and had like a museum and stuff. And he sent me actually pictures on my WhatsApp, because I remember that day we were running out of time, and then when he sent me the pictures and I saw them on WhatsApp, I was so impressed because I loved like the whole museum feel that it had, and how they managed to design the whole place with the graffiti outside. Like basically the whole place, before you even enter inside the warehouse, I was impressed in a way that I really wanted to do the scenes that I had for a music video. Trust me, yes, I want to go back because I feel like the place had so much to offer, and the limited time that I had, I managed to get like some beautiful, amazing shots. So I'm actually planning to do more scenes there for another music video, so I'm definitely going back, because I was impressed, yeah.
Joram Muzira, founder of Joram Model Management, has had a fashion show at Motive. He was attracted to the aesthetics of the space.
I've been dying to do a fashion show here. So the very first time that I came in here and I saw, the artistic impressions of the whole place, this place is very, very different. I mean, it has stairs, it has reeds, it has all these things that just make everything come to life. So that was one of our biggest, things that drew us to the place.
Bunyonyi Safaris, located in Kabale, is one of the spaces revamped by Brownstridge Design Company Build team.
Bunyonyi Safaris was it was a massive building that sat in a landscape right at the edge of a lake. But then smaller units were built eventually, the cottages. There are cottages on the edge that then complement the main building. And there was an older bar that was already on site. And so we had to think about a concept of how then do we bring in people to enjoy the activities. That's actually where the idea of a swimming pool came from, to give people a chance to be able to interact freely. without the fear of being in the deep end, which is definitely the lake. It's the second deepest in the world, so it's a scary thought just for someone to think about getting in there.
Water evokes sentiments of calmness and well-being, and sometimes serving aesthetic purpose. Sasha Vybz has also used another place designed by Brownstridge to shoot a music video.
I knew there was a place that I've always seen on social media, Bunyani Safaris. Then I think I remember reaching out to Byamungu, and funny situation actually, Byamungu actually had also known about the place, and I told him, he's like, yeah, I know about this place, and then I've actually been in touch with the managers and stuff. So we were all like in the same, in sync to actually go to that place, and I think we planned to shoot there for a year. Because I remember I was supposed to shoot there before COVID, and boom, COVID happened, and then after it happened, that was like my go-to place, because I knew exactly what I was going to be able to achieve that most people and most Ugandans hadn't seen. And that's when we went and shot a video for Byamungu called Wish, starring as Zuena, and we managed to capture some amazing shots.
I eat to survive. My favorite food is coffee.
We're going to do the other round.